After making 14 cuts yesterday, the Denver Broncos have made 13 more this morning, including some surprises, so getting right into it. Today's cuts: inside linebacker Garrett Wallow. Not much of a surprise there. We'll see if they get him back on the practice squad. He's probably not more than a camp body. Reese Taylor, the cornerback, the Broncos definitely like him. I'd say he's got a shot for the practice squad. The ever mysterious A.T. Perry has indeed been waived. Don't know if there's a practice squad spot for him. We'll see. Broncos country has been wanting to see him for a long time. We finally got to see him in the Saints game. Jaden Robinson, another corner who made some nice plays for him this offseason. We'll see what his status is. This is the first big shock, and this isn't just a surprise. I'm legit stunned by this one. Lavelle Bailey. I had Lavelle Bailey not only making the 53-man roster, but if Alex Singleton went out there and wasn't looking very good midway through the season, I was thinking Bailey could start ahead of him. And if Dre Greenlaw struggled with injuries, Bailey was going to be that guy. I had Bailey making the team as the main backup inside linebacker, so this one is stunning to me. And I think with Bailey being waived, this means that the two undrafted linebackers, Jordan Turner and Correne Reed, they've both got inside tracks now to make this team. Denver didn't want to part with either one of them, so instead they part with Bailey and put him on the waiver wire. I'm legit stunned by that, but again, man, it's not my decision to make at the end of the day. Another one that I am slightly stunned by, but not as stunned: Courtney Jackson not making the 53-man roster. I thought he would, but he's been placed on the waiver wire. No doubt if he passes through, Denver's going to bring him back on the practice squad, but I don't think it's a guarantee that he passes through just because of his raw talent. I think that somebody might see his speed and want to take a chance on that on their 53. Calvin Throckmorton, that's another one that I actually have on my 53, but that one's a little less surprising. He's a veteran, so he doesn't have to clear waivers to go on the practice squad. He can go straight on the practice squad. Denver can elevate him if he's needed for game day, so not too surprised by that one. And then I called this one the other day, guys. Sam Franklin, who the Broncos signed in free agency, has been released. Again, vested veteran. He does not have to go on the waiver wire. But with Franklin, he was signed to a 2-year deal in free agency, predominantly to be a gunner on special teams. And I'll admit, I'm not an expert on special teams play, but according to people who I trust evaluating it, Sam Franklin hasn't looked very good in that role. They can elevate him if he's needed on game day, but there are other guys who are ahead of him on special teams on the active roster, and he has since been released. Quentin Newsom has been waived. Michael Bandy, he's been waived. Broncos definitely want him back on the practice squad. He's one of Sean Payton's grinder type guys. John Gruden has his Gruden grinders. Michael Bandy is one of Payton's grinders. Delarian Turner-Yell coming off the ACL from last year. I thought overall looked really solid, but probably not a spot for him on the practice squad. Joe Michalski, who played center for them out of Oklahoma State, and then Will Sherman, the former Colorado Buffs tackle. He's been on the practice squad the last several years. We'll see if they want to bring him back. So the Broncos still have to make 11 more cuts today. We will keep you guys updated as soon as we bring them in, but the fact that Lavelle Bailey was cut, and to an extent Courtney Jackson, those are the big surprises so far for the Denver Broncos. And then just a brief refresher on yesterday's cuts, if you guys missed it. Joaquin Davis, Andrew Farmer, Micah Abraham, Joshua Pickett, who was waived with an injury designation after he broke his wrist, Clay Webb, Michael Dwumfor, Xavier Truss, Garrett Nelson, Jerwan Newton, Audric Estime, Damari Mathis, Blake Watson with an injury designation, Kyrese Rowan, and Marcus Cox. Watson, we found out, sprained his PCL in the New Orleans game. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on all these cuts, I've made several other videos on the channel, but today we're focusing on these cuts right here. There are going to be a few more coming as the Denver Broncos continue to whittle down to their 53-man roster. Please be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace.